It is AWBrawler for the Intelligent Podcast. And yeah, this is just the first of one, well, first of many Xenoblade Chronicles videos that I'm going to be doing. Basically what I'm doing right here, I'm doing my favorite thing to do. I'm going to do it at least once a day every time I turn it on. Is just go to Mesa Fortress and beat the ever-loving heck out of everybody there. Because when I was playing story mode, these robotic turkey things here kept giving me a hard time. So I like coming here, just mess them up, show them that they're not in charge and they're not running anything. First thing I did is came back with Passion, which is my pink scale. That scale now belongs to Lynn. So the scales that I have right there, there is the one that I'm controlling, which is the center. Lynn has the pink one, which I've named Passion. Elma has the one that looks like a rabbit, so I named it Bunny Pie. And Ale, I just named his Smurfit because, well, he's blue, and when you think blue, you think of Smurfs. So like I said, I won't be doing any story mode spoilers or anything of that nature. So I'm going to just be doing random missions and beating the ever-loving heck out of the people in Mesa Fortress. Like, one thing I like about games like this is that you can have people that give you a hard time, and you just decide, screw this, let me get out of my scale and just fight them on foot. It's like I've gotten so strong now that I can just fight everybody on foot. I'm pretty sure I'm at least 10 levels over where I should be at this point in the game. I get overdrives way too easy now. I have the showboat move with the gun there. My sword skills are crazy. Like, I don't even attempt to follow the story sometimes. It's a good story, don't get me wrong. I don't even attempt to follow the story sometimes though, because instead I will just beat up random people and just level grind like heck because I like going to stages, well not stages, but areas where the people are like 10 levels higher and I still beat them, so I level up fast. So that's awesome for me. Again, I like the sword. I made my character look like a samurai. If you can see Lynn in the background, you can tell she's also was supposed to be a samurai, but her armor kind of came out more, making her look like a ninja. But yeah, this world in this game is awesome. Like, it looks like a little fortress. You can go inside the fortress and come up and just start attacking these people. Just close up, kind of almost look like a Halo setting there. So I'm still amazed by how vast this world is. I put down every probe that I can at this point, and yet still only have roughly 20% of the game explored. And even the areas where I put down the probes is only 30% because there's hidden areas to account for, like hidden caves. There was a cave where I found something. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to spoil it. But something with one of the side missions, one of the affinity missions, was in a cave that I didn't even know was there. Right now I'm just fighting ganglions because, again, getting revenge. So I like that it has that whole sense of exploration because I grew up back in the 80s where you had games like Mario where everything had explorations and secrets and little things you had to dive or just dig around in the game to find. So with a game with a world this big, a lot of people were thinking that it was going to be a big empty world with nothing going on, but no, there's something in every nook and cranny of this world. You can land on a random island and end up getting attacked by a giant floating zebra turkey fish that shoots lightning or something. Like, you'll be hard pressed to just find any area where there's nothing, unless you're flying. Maybe if you're flying, you can fly high enough where you won't bump into anything, but you will bump into creatures that, again, I don't want to spoil, but there's some creatures that, if you played the first game, are very powerful. You'll run into them. But yeah, basically what you see me doing right here in the combat is they have what they call the soul voice. I abuse soul voice so I can build up my TP really fast to get overdrives out. Usually the main person who calls out for me to do things is usually Elma telling me get in close and do a melee attack, which I love because if you know me, I prefer swords over guns any day of the week. So the fact that Elma keeps telling me to do what I'm already going to do anyway, and I get a health boost and attack boost from it, yes, I like that. And there's that ridiculous metal robotic turkey thing. That name is in my face, but I don't feel like looking at it. I beat him rather easy now. Like, he's attacking me. He's attacking me right now, and it's barely hurting me because I'm a level 52 at this point. And this thing used to give me trouble. I mean, he wasn't hard then. I could have beat him even back then, if L didn't go provoke him. When I first did, I kind of blame L. When I first went to this one, no matter what I do, L would walk over to the turkey guy when I'm fighting just the normal ganglions and provoke him and make him come shooting missiles at us. So I just really, really enjoy being able to just come and beat the crap out of him with or without a scale. It doesn't matter. And I love the flame tornado because it seems to mess him up. Overdrive. Like I fought a giant on here without the scales. I know I can beat him with the scales. One of the giant tyrants that just walk around the area with big trees growing on his back and everything. I fought one and beat him without the scales just because I want to see if I could do it, and I can. So apparently playing Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii really helped me out with this one because I now know how to do the combos and get the most out of the attack system to just build up crazy high combo attacks like topple them and then maximize on the topple and how to use attacks instead of attack from behind, how to use everything to his advantage. Right now I'm just picking a mission, seeing what I'm gonna go and do. One of my friends on Twitter was having trouble with the chapter 10 boss, and I was explaining to him how to do it. What I did is I stayed behind him the whole time and used the E scythe on the center and just spammed it. So apparently I'm a lot better at this than most other people who probably didn't play the original or didn't play the original enough. And it's funny because the original I was horrible. I admit I was kind of horrible at the original for a while until like midway through the game I got the hang of how it works because I was not using Ricky, who I wish was on here because Tatsu just gets in the way. Another thing I like about this one though is that it actually tells you what area you're attacking. It tells you if you're front low, side, back high, back low. It tells you all of that. So you make sure that your moves maximize so you get the maximum amount of damage from your arts. And Elma is doing this Inuyasha looking thing. That is cool. What is that attack? I still don't know what that is. And you can lock on to certain body parts and dismember arms and legs and whatever. That's another thing I use on the chapter 10 boss that really helped me out. I dismembered everything he could attack with. And then started attacking the little minions or whatever you'd call them that he'd send out. So it's awesome that you can just dismember them and fight them like however you want to. Now there are some fights where you just have to run though, because sometimes a tyrant that's just above your level will come in and just wreck your whole world. He just will. You just come in like, I don't care what you're doing. I'm going to disturb you. You have to run. Because this particular mission that I picked here wants me to fight these little baby dinosaur things with cotton spores around their neck. And there's a tyrant that lurks around this area. A huge, robotic, kind of looks like a scale titan. And he just roams around that area. And they know that, so they run in packs. And there they are. They're coming now. Those are the Cassius, I believe it's called. And they just run in packs. And even with the scales, these things are tough and take hits. So they're given a lot of trouble even with the scales because they're level 51s, but they're not easy level 51s like the lava spiders in it's not Oblivia, it's Coldrus. Those lava spiders go down really easy. And then there's this giant tick thing. I used them to just boost myself to level 52. I just kept fighting them all day. I really need to just upgrade and get new scales, the ones that are level 50s, because these ones are the low end scales and they still do a lot of damage though. Like there's one with ram horns, it's like 4 million. I want that one. I'm gonna save up 4 million. I'm gonna get that one. He has ram horns, and he's awesome. And he comes with the E-Scythe that I want to buy. I can buy it now, but that one you have to be a level 50 to use it, a level 50 scale. This scale is a level 30 and they only up it to 40. It has a range from 30 to 40. Even though I'm 52, my scale counts as a level 40, which is probably why we're struggling a bit with these because they're level 50s and 48s. and I messed up my attack. I didn't get behind and maximize it right there. Elma, Elma and Lynn usually are the first two to lose their scales. I don't know why. If Elma doesn't lose her scale, she runs out of all of her fuel. She just spams high fuel attacks. I don't know how she does that. I've had to refuel mine once since I've had it. Mainly because I guess I keep doing the soul voice moves and the overdrive or whatever they call overdrive when you're in the scale, and it keeps boosting my fuel back up. So I've had to refuel once. And again, that one was actually maximized. But see, now I'm going into the red. It's probably a good idea to jump out of the scale at this point so it doesn't blow up, because I have insurance on this one, and if it blows up, I don't know how many times it can blow up. I think I still have all three because I don't think I've ever saved it after it blew up. So I'm just going to fly away. Say, screw this battle, fly away. Get back and heal. Yeah, sometimes you got to just do it. Just run away. He who fights and runs away lives to see another day, huh? Just get back and run away. And slowly ease my way back in. I have the only scale that's left. Wow, you guys can't keep a dang scale to save your lives. That's so good. And just I expected L to go out first because I like L because he's funny. He reminds me of Starfire. He says things wrong, but he ain't a good fighter apparently. But L kept his scale longer than anybody. L kept his scale. That rhymes. L kept his scale. But L kept his scale longer than anybody else, which surprised me. And oh God, there's that tyrant, the big one. Just run. Just run. Don't look back. Run and heal. Do not pursue. Get out of there. Get out of there. They're not getting out of there. They're not getting. Okay. They gotta just disappear. That's great. That is fantastic. He's not gonna go away, is he? He's not. Where does he even come from? Quick jump. Screw this. There's another area where I can fight these things and beat this quest. Because I'm not fooling with that tyrant. I'm not fooling with a tyrant. It's a nice little cave right there. Already been in there though. Huh, I didn't know he showed up right there. I have to find him to get my mech. It was something I needed from him for a mission. And I'm the only one who has a. I got to stop calling them a mech. They're mechs, but the official name is Scale. I want to use the official name. I'm going to stop giving things nicknames. But heck, maybe you guys like the nicknames. That's the way I do things. Like even on Monster Hunter, I name everything with a nickname. It just makes it easier to remember. People know what I'm talking about. Like even when I play Monster Hunter and I say the rubber chicken, they know I mean the Kripeko. Love the flight music too. The flight music is just awesome. It's really horrible English sometimes, but the flight music is pretty good. Like there's a part where she says, "Look over there, it's gold mine." Not it's a gold mine, it's gold mine. You just have to love English in a song. Sometimes the map is not as helpful as you think it is when trying to find things that are key for the quest. Like I see the yellow area, there's the light, there's the ball of light, there's the follow ball. And those are the little fellas I'm looking for. Probably. Nah, stay in the scale. Just take it out. I love how I can switch from the cannon. I know it's funny. I like swords, but when I'm fighting with the scale, I like pulling out the cannon. That's the one time I would like a gun over a sword, is if it's like a bazooka or a rocket launcher. Because who doesn't love explosions? What weirdo doesn't love a good explosion? Also, like you can jump out of the scale mid battle and just have your way with these things. That one has a spiked beard. Oh yeah, those things in the corner, that's from probes that I planted, and you get material depending on what kind of probe you plant. So it's good to do that, especially if you want to set it up to generate a lot of money. There's even one side quest where you have to generate a certain amount of money before you even get your scale license. I think it's 15,000 from one return. So you want to pay attention. If the research area is a B, or anything high, you want to put a research probe right there. No, it doesn't say research. I think it says what does it say? It doesn't say revenue. It doesn't say money. I think it says something kind of sightseeing, something of that nature. If that one's pretty high, you put a research probe, you'll generate more money. So it's always good for those that come in handy. What's funny to me is I'm just sitting here. Normally this thing would attack me because I'm sitting here. But since my level is higher and he knows I'm going to destroy him, he just didn't attack me until I attack. I mean, it's funny how this game sets up. When you're a low level, everything wants to eat you for dinner. Everything. Your level is higher, they look at you and be like, nah, I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that drama. Nope. I'm gonna let him live. I kind of want to live. I don't want to die. So I'm not gonna bother him. That's kind of how they act. Wow, I made them skip. 43,735 over limit. Mission complete. That is awesome. And just showboat a little bit here. So now instead of just still frame images, you can see all the type of stuff I do mid-battle. I like zooming in for epic close-ups and things like that. Like, I like how the camera is just so free range, you can do whatever you want. This game is just full of just moments to just screenshot it. It's everywhere. You can't not find a moment to screenshot. So, finish the mission. I'm gonna just see what else might be in the area. See if I can just, I don't know, beat up one more thing, gain any levels, because it looks like it's kind of low levels around this area. And let's take all of that. You can have 99 of every item, so by all means, just take everything when you win a fight. It just makes sense. It doesn't make sense not to do it. It's another villainous Casus. How do you pronounce his name? Caesar. We just call him Caesar. Call him the Caesar Rex. There we go. People know about Caesar Rex. Flame tornadoes. The flame tornado really reminds me of Tales of Symphonia with Zelos Wilder. So that's probably why I love that move so much. With that samurai armor and that huge great sword type of Monster Hunter type of weapon I have there. And achievements. I don't really care for achievements, but I unlock achievements all the time just from battling. Because I fight everything. Like my goal is to have 100% of everything explored before the credits roll. Unless I just have to beat the story mode to reach some areas. But I want to explore all of the map before I hit the credits. That's my goal. Either that or have all the most powerful skills before I see the end credits. And that fella survived the over limit, but I didn't really put a lot into that one. One thing to note with over limits, if you do the same type of attacks, which they're color coded for you, it builds up more damage. You can see where I messed that one up, where I was doing purple, which are kind of like not support moves, but they're kind of like, they're normally tension moves, like draw attention to me to leave my opponent, I mean not my opponents, my allies alone, build up tension and attack me and not them. This is kind of cool to do that. But yeah, that's all I have for this time. So until next time, this is AWBrawler and be you.